So for those of you who are unfamiliar with Darius's story, I want you to feel what it was like to be one of his supporters and to meet him in person for the first time. I found some footage on YouTube that was uploaded by one of his fans in 2007. It was mania. Darius's adventure began here at a summer camp for kids with disabilities in our hometown of Athens, Georgia. Darius and his big brother Mario were both my campers, and they were also my friends. They were born with Duchenne muscular dystrophy, a fatal degenerative disease that ultimately affects every muscle in the body. On average, kids with DMD die in their late teens or early 20s. Mario passed away the year that this picture was taken. He was just 19. In the same year, Darius transitioned to his first wheelchair, and this was a profound moment for Darius. He'd just seen his brother die, and he'd just become old enough and mature enough to really understand what the doctors meant by these words. It's 100% fatal, and there is no treatment. So what did he do? He convinced his friends to take him on a road trip west. For 3 weeks in the summer of 2005, our goals were to test wheelchair accessibility across the United States, to raise funds and awareness for DMD, and to convince the producers of MTV's hit show, Pimp My Ride, to customize Darius's wheelchair on national television. Footage from the trip became a successful nonprofit documentary, and ultimately, Darius would travel over 300,000 miles by road across his lifetime, sharing his story with supporters around the world. He inspired what felt like to us an entire generation of young people to care about his disease. And in all likelihood, the kids that he reached will be the ones who cure this disease. I'll tell you how we know that. With their help, Darius had raised over $2.5 million for DMD research by the end of 2009, which was the year that Darius and I were honored with TED Fellowships. He used the money to fund promising DMD research all over the world, and one of the trials that he helped fund was for a drug called exon DYS 51. 7 years after coming to TED and 7 years after helping fund that trial, on September 19th, 2016, exon DYS 51 became the first FDA-approved treatment for DMD in history. One week after this scientific breakthrough, Darius celebrated his 27th birthday, and 2 weeks after that, our friend and fellow Darius Weems passed away. He left us with an incredible perspective on his own life and his own death, and I want to leave you with that perspective today. These are his words. I'll be smiling when I leave, because when I die, folks ain't going to say Darius gone. They're going to say Darius gone west. Thank you.